How do I fix a relationship? Well, the best advice, the best strategy I can share is, how do I fix a relationship? Well, don't break it. What I mean by that is, if I'm in a state emotionally, and that happens, it happens to everyone I know. I don't know anyone, no coach, no expert, nobody. I don't know anyone, that teacher, spiritual teacher. I don't know anyone that doesn't have emotional experiences. They get riled up or whatever in relationship. I don't know of anyone. So that's because we're always going to be evolving and shifting up. So life is going to show us things that we need to bump us into our next level of evolution. So things are going to come up. So that doesn't mean things are broken in the relationship. It means that we're being bumped against our current lesson to grow from. So the best way to fix a problem in relationship when it comes up is notice that there's emotions happening. We're in a low state of vibration and resourcefulness when that happens. So what I do with my honey is we stop, we notice that, and we say, okay, hey, there's emotions happening. There's, one of us is not in a high state, in a high mood. So we pause, we say, I love you, honey, and let's rejoin, let's connect later. Let's go kind of ride these feelings out individually. And then we connect again when we're in a really high place, when our resourcefulness is back on track. So now I can bring my best to my honey and bring my best to me in our relationship. So we wait. It might be an hour, might be 3 hours, might be a day, 3 days. We don't know. When the moods pass, we'll know, because we're resourceful again, and we connect again and put our heads together and our hearts open, and now we're creating as a team. So when I'm working with people on the strategy part of relationship, a biggie is that we learn how to notice when there's this cycle, this low mood happening, when we're fired up, and just to gently learn how to notice it with love. Say, oh, thank you so much for noticing. Thank you so much for noticing. You need to learn how to notice these patterns. If you want to have your ideal partnership, you need to learn how to identify this pattern that's in you. And usually it's subconscious. So that's the trick. That's the learning. It's how soon can you notice and bring it back to resourcefulness, which might mean you need to pause, probably. You probably will need to pause in the early stages. So if you aren't able to stop that cycle, you need an intervention. You need something to get you to pause so you don't damage the relationship. This made a tremendous difference when I was taught this and when I started to implement this part of the strategy for relationships, is don't hurt the relationship by trying to fix something when one person's in a low mood, or both people. So if you want the relationship that you really want, you need this. You need to develop the ability to notice when you're in that place and to pause and to go ride it out separately. You need something. You need something that helps you stop. It's part of my method, is learning that, because it is so important. It is so important. I've had people I work with, their relationships have completely turned around just from that one piece alone. So you're not different than me or them or anybody. You need to learn how to identify the pattern in you and make it conscious and pause and then come back. I hope this has been helpful for you. Make sure you're doing the 10-minute breathing exercise. You can get the audio for that, myfabulousrelationship.com/super. I do that every single day, because every day I'm creating my relationship. It teaches you how to go into a love, higher vibration, that's going to be helpful for you as you're learning to notice the subconscious patterns. If this has been helpful for you, kindly write a wonderful review, kindly press subscribe or like. And if it's been helpful, kindly share it. And that helps get the message out there so other people can be helped. I really appreciate that. And I'm so happy for our time together in this video. I appreciate you, and I appreciate that you're wanting to create a fabulous relationship and a fabulous life. That's commendable. That's awesome. You're here for that. You're here in this life to create that. And not only that, but to create authentic soul relationships. That's the next stage. But you need to get the strategy piece down first. And you can have absolutely the relationship that you, your partner, and your souls really want and came into this life for. And that's what this work is about, to get what you really came for. So at the end of your days, on your last day, you look back and say, that was beyond my expectation. I fulfilled my soul's mission, what I came into this life for. And it was so beautiful. And I'm so happy. And I helped my partner fulfill her soul's mission in partnership and in life. And that's the feeling that we want to live, not just then, but today and every day. So we have that level of fulfillment and connection and passion and love. And this is the path for you. That's why we're together watching this. Well, I'm talking, you're watching, you're listening, but we're together, where this is why we are together, so you can live aligned with your soul's purpose. Awesome. So you know how to get hold of me. And thank you for our time together.